both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at ChuilafLflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ChuilafFlooring@gmail.com.
Programming on KCHW is supported by Parkview Senior Living in Colville, Washington. Parkview offers assisted living services for seniors, including care planning, help with daily routines, and meals served in the community dining room. Parkview Senior Living is located at 240 South Silky Road in Colville. Additional information is available at parkviewsl.com or by phone at 509-684-5677. Thank you, Parkview Senior Living, for your support of KCHW 102.7.
This is KCHW 102.7.
Can roll, baby.
All right, let's do it.
I don't know. Do I look ready? I'm kind of like tumbled this morning.
I think we're all a little tumbled this morning.
Rough and tumbled.
Good morning. Oh, I gotta stop that. See, we are a little rough and tumble this morning. This is your KCHW morning show right here on KCHW 102.7. I'm Chuck Ritchie with my lovely co-host next to me, Miss Gina Greenwood. We have some really fun guests on today. Good morning.
I know.
Yeah. So
I'm really looking forward to meeting them.
Oh, absolutely. So we've got at the second half of the show, we have the new owners of the Quartzsite Brewery. We have Nick and Elana. Elana, I hope I'm saying that properly.
Or Elana.
Alana. Oh, Elana. That sounds nice.
I think it's Elana.
Okay, sorry.
But I'm not sure.
Elana. It's
we'll
early,
know when.
And my apologies, but yeah. No, I'm really looking
super looking forward to it.
And it's the brewery's 10th anniversary.
Is it
They've been around
really?
for 10 years.
Wow. Yeah.
So looking forward to that, and looking forward to
Patrick
meeting
and
them.
Jake did such a great job for our community, and I'm certain these new owners are going to still be reaching out for us all.
Yeah, I hope they're sticking around though. I know they've done a lot of stuff with the Tule Valley Land Trust and been instrumental in getting some of those trails laid in there.
Yes, they're incredible, but maybe they're going to journey somewhere else. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
Because how would we know until we know?
The world.
We're not in the know.
The world.
We're in the now.
oyster,
We are in the now.
Right. So good morning. It is
morning.
It feels especially morning-ish today.
Today's a little rough and tumbled, but we're here.
Man.
Here we are.
I had a hard time not hitting that snooze button an extra 5 or 6 times this morning.
I have to admit, I hit it a couple of times. Like, all right, here we go.
I was yesterday. I was like, man, I'm sore all over, and I don't know why. And then I remembered, oh yeah, the day before yesterday, my dishwasher went out, and I was crawling around on the floor trying to fix my dishwasher.
Yeah.
Didn't get it fixed.
Didn't.
Got to order the part.
Tell you.
Oh well, problems.
I just have my hands as my dishwasher, and my brother who complains about it. He's got to do something.
We have 2 teenagers in the house. If we try to do them by hand, that's all we would be doing.
Right.
8 hours a day is washing dishes.
Well, I know. Todd's like, how many dishes can you? I said, well, I'm a cook. I cook.
Right.
When you cook, and I'm kind of a wild cook, so I might use too many things, but that's the way I roll.
I swear, I can do dishes. I can get the last dish out. I can get it dried off, put it away in the cabinet. The very last dish in the house, I turn around and you can't see the countertops again.
I know. It just happens.
It's wild. It takes seconds.
But I found out that Safeway carries an herb that I really love. It's a French herb.
Oh.
Yeah, Provence. Herb de Provence.
Yeah.
And it has lavender, rosemary, thyme, and some little citrusy kind of thing. It's delicious.
I got excited for a second. I thought you were going to say Safeway carries something that can do the dishes for you.
Oh, no. I'm not certain of that.
I'm still waiting. Since I was a kid, everybody envisioned like a robot or something that would do your dishes for you,
and like the Jetsons.
Yeah, and that still hasn't
Rosie,
happened yet.
the maid, the robotic.
Yes.
Was it Rosie?
Yeah, I want Rosie.
Where's Rosie when you need her?
Well, if there was Rosie, then she'd probably be about $250,000. Yeah, can't afford that. It's more than my house is worth. All right, so let's go ahead and get on with the show today. Let's take a look at our weather and mountain condition report. Of course, brought to you by 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort.
That was fun. The broadcast from the I don't know if it was me. I remember I texted you.
Yeah.
It might have been mine because I tried to turn it, but it was clear, very clear, and you guys had fun.
Yeah. It was a blast. We had to almost wasn't sure if we were going to be able to make it.
Why?
Just having some issues getting connected to the internet, and it was a little slow.
Once you were there, it took a little longer to get going.
Yeah, things weren't connecting, and my Zoom on my computer just refused to open. And I'm sitting there trying to get the show going, and when you're doing it remotely, that's how we do everything is over the Zoom. And
right.
Once it got going, it
was great. It was great. Just to let you know, we appreciate.
That's so. If you heard an extra news story or two at the beginning, that's because we were just kind of trying to get everything
scrambling around.
Right. I was all excited because before the show started. We were set. We were ready to go. We were on time. And I had 15 minutes.
So together.
I had more time than I ever have to get the rest of that stuff up and
going. Right?
And
you were on it.
Then my computer wouldn't cooperate with me. Fun stuff. Logistics and all that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So back to our weather and mountain condition report.
Okay.
We have a high today of 34 degrees with some cloudy skies in the morning. It's going to be partly cloudy this afternoon. 23 degrees overnight. I don't know about you, but last night was chilly. It got
I know.
cold
I forgot to grab some newspaper. I was going to get more paper. Yeah, I burned fire. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I'm very low. Like, it didn't happen. I couldn't start it this morning. So after we get done, I'm going to have to go grab some.
I'll start saving my newspapers. It's not much. It's one a week.
Just,
but yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah,
it helps a lot. And I tear up little boxes of, cereal boxes or that kind of stuff. Helps a lot. I'm a professional fire starter.
Outstanding.
Yes, I am.
I love seeing videos of different ways of making fire starting material.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, we're getting distracted here.
Oh, yeah.
So then on Friday, heading into the weekend, we're actually going to get some sunshine.
Ooh.
Temperatures tomorrow of 33 degrees for the high, 20 degrees overnight. Then on Saturday, 30 and 19 for the low overnight. 30 degrees on Sunday for our high, then a 20-degree overnight low with partly cloudy skies. 32 degrees for our high on Monday, then 23 overnight. Then after that, we're going to start a warming trend again.
Another warmer, huh?
Yep, another warming trend. So on Tuesday, 36 for the high, 29 overnight, then all the way up to 38 on Wednesday with a low of 31 overnight.
Crazy.
Then Thursday and Friday of next week, both hitting 39 degrees.
That's absolutely absurd.
That's wild. And maybe on Friday, mix of rain and snow, but it's also going to have a low of 35, so we're not going to
So we don't have snow.
Yeah, it's not going to get below freezing. Saturday, the 31st, there's calling for almost a 50% chance of snow in the morning, but it's also going to be in the 40s during the day and then 30 degrees overnight. So, yeah, and you're looking ahead to the forecast when we're, the forecast goes to the 5th of February. It's showing a high of almost 50 degrees.
What day?
The 5th, February 5th.
What?
It's showing a high of 48 degrees.
Almost 50. Goodness.
That is wild.
I know.
That is absolutely nuts. Wow. What is going on here?
Lots is going on, and
oh man,
and keep shining your light. That's all. Just try and stay as positive and grateful as you can, because the world is a little bit nuts.
Oh yeah.
At this point, it's embarrassing.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, I have friends in Canada that go, "You guys,
what's going on?
You guys are losing it."
Right. Oh man.
Not us though. Not us. KCHW, Chuck and Gina, we're good.
And you know what happened yesterday?
What?
It snowed in Jamaica. Jamaica got snow yesterday.
Really?
I read an article.
That's so crazy.
Oh yeah, there was an elderly Jamaican lady, I think in her 70s, and never seen snow in her life.
Wow.
And yesterday
it
snowed in Jamaica.
My goodness.
Wild. All right, so let's take a look at the higher elevations. Speaking of snow, they've got those snowmakers running
24/7,
round the clock.
I'm certain.
But when we were there was a pretty good amount of snow up there.
And was there a lot of attendees?
Yeah,
a lot of skiers.
Yeah, there were
good.
skiers and
good.
Even with those snowmakers, it creates this sort of fine sort of dust of snow in the air, and there was it appeared to be snowing.
Oh, imagine that.
There was snow on the ground
and flurries in the air.
So they're getting it done and
it's amazing that they can make snow,
keeping those slopes open. So good on them. We've got a snow depth at the base of the mountain sticking around about 13 inches, 22 inches at the summit, 20 degrees at the base with some good visibility, not really much wind to speak of, and clear skies. Then 15 degrees at the summit. Again, no wind, good visibility, clear skies. Skier packed snow on the trails with some groomed snow. They do say the coverage is good, but they warn people, please stay on the trails. This isn't, with the lack of snow this year, this isn't a year to mess around.
Don't go off trail.
It's not a year to go off trail.
No.
Just there's hazards, there's tree stumps, there's stuff that could really hurt you.
Exactly. Stay on the trails.
Listen to the ski patrol. They know what they're doing. They've been up there a long time.
Yes.
And if they block off a trail,
that means don't go.
It's for very good reason.
Indeed.
So just stick to those trails. Have some fun. 72 of those trails are open right now, so you got plenty to choose from.
72?
72 trails
72.
are open. 72 trails are open,
Wow, that's quite a...
Oh, yeah.
You got choices.
With 14 of those being groomed. Mm-hmm. Of course, 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort is open 7 days a week. For more information about more details about these mountain conditions or events happening at 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort, you can visit ski49n.com. There you go. All right, let's see. Oh, so it does say the Nordic trails are open to the public, and the Nordic Yort services run Friday through Sunday.
Okay.
And I'm not exactly sure what those are. I know I've been told multiple times, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But I do know the yurt up there is really cool.
The yurt's cool.
Yeah. I love it. All right, so I do have somewhere, you know what?
How was your Toyota rig? Speaking
it was great.
Was it great?
Oh yeah. Thank you,
Toyota
for
thanks
for letting us
Toyota.
do that.
That's great.
That's awesome. As our sponsors, they want to make sure we're safe, and sometimes you never know what the road conditions are going to be like going up there. So.
Right. So you all piled in and got the equipment.
And my little truck, it's hard to fit 5 people here and there. So
right.
Yeah. And I have gone up there before in the winter with the Prius, but it's something with 4-wheel drive is a
little bit safer.
Yeah, it's a little nicer to get up there. So thank you Toyota for doing that. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to stall a minute here because I have our Chewila Valley Lions Club calendar. I don't have the physical calendar yet. Sorry, I keep forgetting to go pick it up. but it is waiting for me. I just need to go grab it. Let's see here. I do have a picture of the calendar, though, so we can get to our local birthdays. Here we go. What is today? The 22nd. Oops.
22nd today.
All right, here. I'll zoom way in. So today with a birthday on the Chewila Valley Lions Club calendar, we have, it looks like Vereen Locke Smith with a birthday today.
Okay.
So happy birthday, Vereen. And
you don't hear that name.
Gina's going to sing your birthday song. No,
you say it's your birthday.
There you go.
No. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Vereen. Thank you. I was gonna see if you would laugh, and you just went with it. I love it. I love it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our community calendar.
Okay.
It's kind of there's a few things going on. It's kind of a slow week. First of all, speaking of 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort, the little note from them, they did have the ski joring competition for this weekend scheduled with the Melody Riders. That has been postponed. They're hoping to get that done. End of February, early March.
Okay.
Just because of the lack of snow, it wasn't safe to do it. wasn't safe for the horses and the riders. So so that had to be postponed, unfortunately. But it's not the end of the story. They're hoping we'll get some snow at least later next month, and then get that up and going again.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have, of course, the Chewila Food Bank is open today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's at the Senior Citizen Center at 302 East Main Avenue, right here in Chewila.
Mm-hmm.
Then. This will be a fun one from 4 to 5 at the Chewila Public Library. Is Trivia in the Stacks, and this is a
stacks of books,
and this is movie trivia.
Oh.
So they say to get ready to test your cinematic knowledge and join them for an evening of movie magic and put your trivia skills to the spotlight. Whether you're a classic film buff or modern movie marathoner, gather your team and prepare for a real good time. Spelled R-E-E-L.
Oh,
a real
like
good
reels.
time. That's
Mm-hmm. The film reels.
I love those guys over there. All right, then, of course, Community Bingo is happening at Quartzsite Brewing from 6:30 to 8 p.m.
Tonight.
Yep, tonight. And then Craig Meyer Karaoke is at the Oasis at 8:30.
I thought the brewery was doing trivia.
No, that's it. This is at Fired Up. Did I say the brewery?
Yeah.
I'm at Fired Up Pizza, sorry.
Okay, you said...
No, it does say that. Oh, yes, you're right. Quartzsite Brewing is having...
Trivia night.
Trivia night.
I remember that from last week.
No, sorry. Quartzsite Brewing is having bingo tonight. Quartzsite Brewery is having bingo tonight.
Oh, bingo tonight.
Yeah, they had trivia last week.
Oh, was it last week? Okay.
Yeah, we went, and our team didn't do so well, but
But
mostly because there were 2 questions. One One, our teammate Shane got right, and we overrode him. And another one, Laura got right, and we overrode her. And
what do you mean by overrode?
We all voted against them, saying no, that's not right. This is the right answer, and we had the wrong answer. They had the right answer. So that gives 2 lessons. Always listen to Shane, and always listen to your wife.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
good call.
Yeah, we need to do that. All right, and speaking of Shane, a special shout out to Shane. He also was up with us at 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort,
helping
and
lending a hand. Yeah,
and we interviewed him about the Special Olympics going on up there.
Oh, great!
They're having some issues with their funding, and the Eastern Washington has had their ski team cut out of the statewide Special Olympics for funding. So yeah, it's
yeah.
If you're looking for a good cause, Special Olympics always needs help.
Absolutely.
They always need volunteers. They always need help, and it's a incredible organization.
It is great.
Yeah, one of the best actually.
That's awesome.
All right, then tomorrow morning, do you have anything else in the paper? Anything you've seen for tonight?
For tonight, it's Thursday, right? So they'll do the karaoke, right?
Yeah.
At the O.
Yep.
Craig
Meyer Karaoke's gonna be firing it up.
And then Leah B, of course, tonight.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Enjoying
right
her
here
show.
on the radio.
On the radio. Pretty static. Pretty static.
Yep. Yeah, so let's go on tomorrow. Chamber of Commerce meeting is from 7 to 8 a.m. at the Missisquoi Cafe inside the casino.
Mm-hmm.
That's at 2. I always have to double check this and squint. 2555. There's a lot of 5s in there. Smith Road, of course, that's in Chewelah on the highway. Winter Pickleball is back up at the old middle school gym at West 106 Lincoln Avenue. If you're new in town, the old middle school gym is a great big brick building on the highway.
They announced that there's some lessons happening.
Yeah.
In the paper.
Cool.
Yeah, pickleball is offering lessons, and I didn't read the article fully, but it was on the front page of the Independent.
Yeah.
So you can check that out if you want to learn.
I like learning.
Huh?
I like learning.
Learning. Let's learn something new. How about that?
Speaking of learning, I want to give a huge thank you again to Sabrina Tippett. She came on our show yesterday. She's a local real estate agent, I believe up in Northport, Kettle Falls area.
Oh, great.
And she does a video series giving people market updates and talking about numbers and statistics for
that
the
region.
Yeah,
good.
And really had some great numbers and had put together some
Sabrina.
Yeah, some numbers about current interest rates and
nice name.
Talking about our government's potential plan of offering 50-year mortgages, which is absolutely terrifying.
Oh my goodness!
You'll save $5 a month to pay $250,000 in the future. All right, so we've got
here it is. Sessions will be offered on Sunday, the 25th, February 22nd, and these are all Sundays, and March 22nd from 1:30 to 3 at the old Jenkins Middle School gym. So there's lessons. Please wear some, gym shoes that are clean. So just carry your shoes or whatever. And then bring a paddle if you have one. If you don't, we have one. So the club will provide some if you don't own a paddle. So the donation is suggested $5. And you can learn how to do the game. Since pickleball's taken us over, taking the world by storm.
Right. And you don't want to get caught without a paddle. I can't say the rest of that on the air, but All right, so then, again, so this time at 105 West Main Avenue, this is tomorrow evening from 5:30 to 8:30. Again, they are celebrating 10 years of Courtside Brewing in Chewelah on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have their 10-year glassware and beer specials, so we're probably going to hear more about that in a little bit.
Yes.
And then on Saturday, that year, the party's continuing on Saturday with another day of the 10-year celebration.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So the weekend, Friday and Saturday. So can you mention about the Second Harvest Food Drive?
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll get
that's
there
tomorrow, right?
No, that's next Wednesday. On
Oh,
the
it's 28th.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
I was jumping ahead there.
That's okay. We like to jump ahead.
Let's jump around.
Right? Then on Sundays, more pickleball back at the old middle school gym from 2 to 4:30 p.m. And then the all-ages Blues and Brews Jam on Sunday, hosted by the Dinosaurs at Fired Up Pizza.
That's always a great time.
I never make it over there. Sunday's like my day of sleep until noon and not doing anything.
Sometimes you just have to have that.
Oh, yeah. I rarely get out of my PJs on Sundays, so I mean to make it down there, but I never do. The next week, I'll just take a look ahead at a couple of events. It's on the 27th. That is the Tuesday, the 27th. There is the wedding and alliance conversation. And if you are any kind of provider that could be of service for a wedding, photographers, there's even, calligraphers, hairdressers, makeup,
kid world,
caterers. Yeah.
in the kid world at weddings, that'd be me.
Exactly.
So where's this meeting happening?
So that's going to be happening at the Aaron Huff Memorial Cultural Center from 6:30 to 8 p.m.
And what day is that?
That is Tuesday the 27th.
Okay, Tuesday.
Tuesday the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
If you see posters out there, just for warning, we're getting the new posters out. But the posters say Monday the 27th. The date is right.
The day is incorrect.
Yeah, it is Tuesday the 27th. That was a typo.
Typos.
Right. So yeah, any kind of, caterers, event planners, graphic
I think
designers,
it's wonderful.
officiants, musicians, photographers.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Chihuahua, wedding destination.
Oh, absolutely. And venues.
All the venues that we have. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, so not only if that's you, but if you know somebody, you're like, oh, hey, you do this thing to offer for weddings.
Right, exactly.
Even if possibly you're thinking about putting something together, it might be a good idea to come and get some ideas, and it might give you that little nudge you need to go ahead and start that business.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think the main goal of this is to start to make Chihuahua a wedding destination. Which I love that idea because it's a little different. I don't like to say the T word, just so people, I prefer the term visitor. When people come from out of town
visiting,
and they visit your area and spend their money and they go back home.
Yes.
I think it adds a nice little twist to that because it's not, you don't necessarily need to become, there's a lot of these little kitschy touristy areas, and I use the T word there. But this is a way where people aren't necessarily doing that. They're coming and they're visiting somebody specifically in your community, and it feels a little. They're going to support local businesses. They're going to be here. They're going to stay for a while.
Absolutely, it's great. We
eat
have
in a
so many
restaurant,
beautiful
shop in the stores,
places.
So I think it could be a nice little.
I think it's
It could be
fantastic.
a nice little addition to our little economy here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. And there's a lot of great venues and
There is.
a lot of great people. that
And
offer
just look
services.
around. Look how gorgeous it is in our little Chihuahua.
Absolutely. All right, then of course, so the mobile, I can't remember what it's called now. That you were
Second
the
harvest.
second harvest. Thank you. Yeah, they're going to be here on Wednesday. That's the 28th, correct?
Okay.
And you have the article in front of you. They're not
This-
on the calendar.
Okay. Yes, somebody. Okay.
Rustling through the paper.
Rustling through. I always like to rustle. Second Harvest Mobile Market, free food event to Chihuahua. Yep. So it's the Second Harvest food, and then it's going to be, and the food bank will be holding a mobile market event on Wednesday, 28th from 11 to 1. And that will be, the mobile market will be held at the Chihuahua Food Bank, located at 302 East Main. We're here to help you and your family with free food. So if you need some, you need some food, and people are needing food these days. Visit our mobile market, drive through for fresh and non-perishable items. So no appointment or paperwork needed. Just come.
That's awesome.
I know.
That's a great service. Yeah, and Second Harvest, they're a great organization.
They will serve up to 250 families at the event.
Wow.
Or while supplies last.
That's awesome. Thank
Amazing.
you guys for doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very, very cool.
So great.
And do you know, does it say anything? Because the Chihuahua Food Bank is usually open on Thursdays. I wonder, are they going to be doing that and then again open on Thursdays?
They said it's going to be happening, with the collaboration of the Second Harvest and the Chihuahua Food Bank. They'll be having the mobile market on Wednesday. I'm sure they'll probably, they didn't say that it may be both days. Like the mobile market is with the Second Harvest that'll be bringing extra food.
And I do believe that's like drive-through. Like
drive-through.
You don't
You
even
don't have
to
a
get out of your car.
paperwork. You don't have to have an appointment.
You just pull up,
Just
open
pull
the back
up
of your car,
and
throw
be
the food
grateful
in
and
yeah,
yeah,
that's incredible.
it is incredible.
On a public radio station manager salary, I might have to go over there and take advantage of that
Tell ya.
myself.
Yes.
All right, so that's
Food is so expensive these days, and people need some help.
It really is.
I can't even believe how my $100 gets one bag now.
Oh yeah.
It's like, what?
Oh, it's incredible.
It's incredible. The prices. I mean,
the prices in the last year, especially.
so much.
Man,
I
maybe the last couple
know.
of years, prices
Yeah.
have just skyrocketed.
I know.
I saw the other day. I was in the grocery store. There was a gentleman grumbling about the price of something, and he showed it to me. It was not even the big bottle, the small, normal size bottle of the chocolate syrup.
Oh,
$10
For Hershey's chocolate?
For chocolate syrup, yeah. For the normal size bottle, it was
$10.
$10. He's like, what in the world? He's like, sorry, kids, no chocolate syrup for you today. Wow. Nuts, yeah. Yeah, it's hard, and you get just a small amount of groceries, and it's,
I know.
150,
There you go.
$200. It's wild.
It's wild.
It's wild. Yeah. All right. So then I know there's a couple other things going on that Paula and Sharon talked about after that coming up, but for the life of me, I don't remember what they are. Sorry, guys. But then on February 7th is Winterfest.
Yes.
Really looking forward to that.
Let me put this up to the camera.
Oh,
yes. I'm going to do the kids area, you guys, and these are beautiful. That's the blanket stitch, and it's got a little hanging thread there. So I've got beautiful wool that I used to do felting with Mr. Harry Riverbottom, and then I've got donated red wool from Phyllis Mueller. I know, it's adorable. And then we'll have stuff for if it's a little too complicated to do the stitching, I'll have some fun for Valentine cards, like all kinds of fun things.
Yeah.
So that's
incredible.
It'll be fun.
I love that.
And you got a music tent and huge
Yes.
tent that's going to be heated.
So yeah, I'm excited this year because last year what happened was it was very, very, very cold last year.
Super cold.
It doesn't look like it's going to be as cold this year, which I guess is a bonus. But we made the decision to put the music inside the tent this year.
I think it's wise.
So it'll be heated inside the beer garden tent. With
all ages can come because the beer will be separated, so you can bring your kids in for the music. I already asked that, which is good. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Craig made a comment here. Wow, Craig's done a bunch. Oh yeah, that's right. So the dinosaurs tomorrow, they're going to be at the Fourth Friday Crossroads event.
Yes.
Yep.
That's right.
We talked about that.
We talked about
that.
Crossroad event is right in Colville.
Yep.
Right across from Richard's Nutrition. It's called the Crossroads, and that's awesome. The dinosaurs are going to be there.
And they're going to be there from 6 to 9. Food and beverages will be available for purchase from Fired Up Pizza. And, of course, this concert was made possible by Colville Together and the Vincent Fund. So then, check this out. So tonight at karaoke at the Oasis, Mr. McQuain himself is going to be hosting karaoke. So Craig will be there, back in the saddle again.
Yes, we did.
Awesome.
We did promote it, but now we know you are going to be there.
Thanks for the text, Craig. Craig's like, Chuck, go check the messages I sent. Put stuff in the stream. All right. Oh, I missed one. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, tune in tomorrow morning. Excited about this one. Pam and Dan, some Colorado natives. They're going to be playing up at 49 degrees north on Friday and Saturday. If you check out our comment section on the show, if you're on Facebook, there's a link to a live performance they did on a podcast. We're going to have them as guests on the show tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so it's very exciting. Looking forward to them. I haven't seen that video yet, so thanks for the link, Craig. I'm gonna check that out.
There you go.
Outstanding.
Link us up, Craig.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get back to Winterfest.
Okay.
Very excited. So we've got some great music happening.
Lots of vendors.
Lots of vendors. Oh man,
and there'll be indoors vendors as well.
Yep. There's gonna be vendors inside the Aaron Huff Memorial Center, inside Bradley's Taekwondo. There's gonna be a live clay throwing demonstration where you can get your hands dirty and throw some clay.
Is Red gonna do that?
No, Angela Potter. Is going to be doing that. She's
inside of the where?
Yep. That's going to be what used to be Mom's Tattoos. Just inside the Aaron Huff Memorial Center.
All right.
The sort of standing alone by itself there off to the right. So yeah, she'll be doing that.
Great.
There's going to be bingo. There's a chili cook-off happening at the Senior Center.
This is all during Winterfest.
All during Winterfest, and there's a raffle going on. I should have grabbed it. I've got it in the other room. There's a snowboard that's going to be raffled off.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's very exciting, and not sure the decision hasn't been made yet
about the rail.
Jam.
Yeah.
But it's not looking great.
Well, because they need the snowmakers up there.
Yeah. But they can't sacrifice the snowmakers. There's absolutely no snow down here.
Zero. I can't even make. I can make like 2 snowballs. There's like a little pile of snow.
Yeah.
Where my garage studio area. I'm like, I can't even make a couple snowballs. I mean,
but
barely.
No snow at all. But then we have a ramp, like a wheelchair ramp, going down from our front house. We have a big clump of ice right down at the bottom of the wheelchair ramp, and then another clump of ice right where I have to walk across to get in my truck.
Mm-hmm.
So no snow at all, but the two most pivotal places are icy.
Are icy.
Of course.
Step lightly.
Right? But yeah, so the cost to bring the snow down from the mountain would be astronomical.
I know. I don't.
So
I feel like that's not going to happen. I don't want to be negative because I'm not, but I
Yeah.
just don't think it's realistic.
Yep, our fingers are crossed. But yeah, so the music is going to be inside the beer garden.
And who is going to be
it'll
playing?
heated. So yeah, so we have things starting off with the Veterans Pride Band.
I know, that's great.
Which of course is coming down from Kettle Falls,
Yeah.
part of the Kettle Falls American Legion. And Marvin, who
we
the
interviewed.
leader of the band, he is actually an instructor for the Guitars for Vets program.
I love this program.
And
He gives 10 lessons, I believe,
Yeah.
and then after a veteran decides to play, take lessons, 10, they get he gives them, their organization gives a guitar.
yeah, so 10 free
It's so
lessons and the guitar.
sweet. It's so sweet.
And it is incredible, and it's for veterans battling with PTSD.
Yes.
Which is a music as
Music
therapy
is therapy.
Yeah, it's a powerful tool. So very, very looking forward to that.
So they're going to open.
Yeah, they're going to be opening the show. And then we have, of course, Old Souls and Antiques.
Oh,
gonna be
yes.
playing in the middle of the day.
Nice.
Really looking forward to that. And then for the rest of the night, we have... Wait, I got to get it right. Let's
Get
see
it
here.
right, Chuck.
I got to, you know me. I'm always getting stuff wrong, so I got to check to make sure I get it right. Okay, so we have Peach Fuzz. It's the second half of the band that I can never remember the name of. Okay, come on. Peach Fuzz and the Power Chill.
Power Chill.
Yeah, they're going to be playing a
Peach
long set at
Fuzz
the end
and
of
the
night.
Power Chill.
Yeah, with our good friend TJ Hoops.
Okay.
So yeah, really looking forward to that. And they are sort of
Like a groove band, like
sort of-
some funk maybe, and
some funk, a little
groove.
bit of reggae in there.
I can do this.
They
I'll look forward to dancing.
they're incredible. Like really, really great tight band.
I'll have to do the kid area and then say, okay, let's go
Right?
dance.
Well, maybe once it gets dark, it
I know.
gets dark early.
Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah. We'll be putting on some dancing shoes.
So I am looking forward to that. Yeah, it's going to be a great day. I don't think the weather's going to be too bad. Of course, we don't have the forecast for that day yet. You never know; it might be a blizzard. Which
We have to be flexible.
during Winterfest, if we had some snow coming down, I think that would be perfectly acceptable and appropriate.
Absolutely.
I think people would be dancing in the snow in the street.
Absolutely.
Of course, we've got the Taekwondo kids and too many.
Are
other
they doing
activities
that
to last.
reindeer thing? Reindeer
Yes,
games.
they're doing the reindeer games
Okay.
at Taekwondo.
So what is that?
So
Tell us about that.
So the reindeer games, you go in, you purchase a cup of Nerf darts.
Nerf darts?
Nerf darts.
Do you
and
get
then,
okay.
out on the mats are a bunch of youngsters dressed as reindeer, and there's trees set up, and you pick your target and open fire. That sounds a little icky to say about kids on the air, but
But hey, they're Nerf.
But
They're
it's
Nerf
fun.
darts.
It's fun. Yeah, we did that during. Went over there during city sidewalks and had a blast with them.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
That's great.
Or I guess I should say
I think I just
know
want
the
to
Grinch did.
say maybe it would be fun, even though because you haven't been there on a Sunday jam
Mm-hmm.
at Fired Up. Could you just? Is it too crazy to do like a live hello and just? I don't know, like a
I think
broadcast.
that would be fun. But you know
Can
what's-
that happen?
You know what's happening this Sunday?
What?
So I know there's a couple places doing it. Oh, the Alpine Theater in Colville
Okay.
is having a free entrance.
To what movie?
No, to the game, the Seahawks game.
Oh my
The
gosh,
Seahawks
the
Rams
big
playoff game.
the big one.
Yeah, that's
It's
gonna be
the
happening
big
at the Alpine
one.
Theater.
I saw that game, by the way, last Saturday.
Yeah, the one with the Seahawks, with the one with the 49ers.
Oh my gosh. We kind of started feeling bad about the
Blowout.
49. They were
I
just like, okay, you guys, sorry. Sorry, we're going to kick your butt.
The game was a little boring, but that's the best kind of boring.
We were just, yeah,
I loved it.
it was great.
It was a great game. So yeah, in addition to the Alpine Theater, if you don't want to drive all the way to Colville,
Okay.
we are actually inviting people right here.
Right here on the
Right here at the
radio? Is that why
KCHW
that
Theater,
screen is up?
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
noticed that screen.
Yeah, we're going to have the game playing right here.
Oh my gosh.
No admission. Just come on in. It'll be, bring a dish if you want.
Oh, that'd be great. Like
yeah.
a little potluck.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a little potluck football game watching right here at the radio station.
That's awesome.
So yeah. Come
This
on
Sunday?
by. Yeah.
No, Saturday.
Sunday.
Oh, it's Sunday.
Sunday,
Okay,
Sunday.
Sunday. What time?
And I don't
What
have
time?
I don't have the time of the game on me, but
It might-
it's pretty
5-ish
available out
maybe.
there.
Yeah.
I think actually the game is earlier in the afternoon. I think
Oh,
it's
is it?
It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. So I'll look that up later.
Yeah, we'll look it up.
We'll let everybody know.
But it's happening right here.
Yeah.
You can find the time. Just look on your phone.
Oh, yeah. We
Look
did
up
it.
the Seahawks.
We did it for the last
It's
game
the
here.
Rams, right? They're
Yep,
playing the
yep,
Rams.
Yep, the Rams are. If there was one team, I don't know how much you follow football, but the one team I did not want them to have to play
Is the Rams.
is the Rams.
They're Rams, and their name is
Oh,
correct.
man.
They're
I
pretty
was-
tough,
Yeah, I was.
pretty tight.
Oh, yeah, they are. Very good.
But we go Hawks, go Hawks.
Right? We can do it.
Seahawks.
We beat them before.
That's my little cheer.
Right.
Seahawks.
Well, we.
You beat him before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we beat them. They lost to the Rams by a field goal in the last minute the first time they played.
Mm-hmm.
Second time they played, they won by a 2-point conversion in overtime. So it's
So there'll be a little competition there.
It's always a close game. It's
I
always
know,
a tough game.
because they're a good ball team.
Rams and the Seahawks have always had this
Rivals.
rivalry, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
always been a tough game. So usually the 49ers are a tough game. So there's that.
I know. There's that to be said.
All right. So yeah, that's about all I have for the local events. And do you see anything else coming up?
Enjoy. Make something happen. Do something that you love.
Outstanding.
Find out your spirit is what will help us with what's going on in the world. Is just do something that inspires you. Try something new. Learn something new.
Exactly.
I don't know. Just do something new. And if you want to do what you love to do, then do it up.
Do it.
Do it.
So I do have something I want to talk about that I'm really looking forward to. We've been contacted by Jim Caruso, who's the previous city council member. He's been doing the announcing for the football games this season.
Okay.
And we're going to be working together next season
Okay.
to hopefully bring some live sports broadcasting to KCHW.
Oh.
And maybe do some live commentating on the football games,
Okay.
maybe some basketball games.
Oh, nice.
And get some of the kids involved.
That'd be great.
And put together a little sportscasting team
Excellent.
with the high school. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
So tell us about the radio. I looked in the paper. What's happening with amateur? Is it like the ham? Is it ham radio?
Yes. Actually,
What is that about?
I
Yeah.
just saw that on the back page of the paper. I have a flyer in the other room.
It sounds really.
Right now.
It's an amateur radio, ham radio.
Yeah.
And they're doing free. Like anyone's welcome to come.
Yeah.
And do you know, is that happening in
Well,
Colville?
I saw it in the paper. I think it's on the back page of the paper.
I was looking at it and I thought, wow, that's awesome. It was last week that I saw it, but maybe it's here.
Yeah, Janet came in. She brought me a flyer, but I don't have it in front of me. And
I'm just gonna, because you're more radio. Here, I don't know. There it is.
All right. So yeah, it's the Amateur Radio Club. It's a field day. It's going to be open to the public January 24th and 25th. So let's see, the Northeast Washington Amateur Radio Club, along with the members from the Panorama Land. Say that 10 times real fast. Panorama Land, Panorama Land Amateur Radio Club, the PARC. That's Panorama Land. That's in Colville. They're going to be testing their skills with an annual in the annual Winter Field Day, along with other amateur radio operators globally. So that's going to be at the Chuila Golf Course, at the clubhouse on the lower level, on the bottom floor. And of course, this is on Friday.
Right, that's coming up.
So members of Newark, that's tomorrow. They're going to be setting up and starting at 8 a.m. on Saturday. So they're meeting on Friday to set up. The actual event starts Saturday. They're going to be operating radios, and they're going to make contact worldwide.
I know, that sounded really exciting. Morse code and just different techniques that people use for ham radio.
Yeah. And this is open to the public, so you can stop by and check out the operations. If you've ever been curious about amateur radio, it's a great opportunity to come take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
At the golf course.
Yeah, so now see, I'm gonna skim this now here. Yeah, and you can join if you want to join the Amateur Radio Club. They're gonna have signups there, so you can join. It looks like
it's free.
The membership is $20. The event is free.
Free, yep.
Free.
But if you want to join,
if you want to become a member,
$20.
I've always been interested. I've always wondered about ham radio because it's a thing that you always see people doing, and I know people get really into it.
They're into it.
But
that's pretty sweet that they're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what I love? A lot of the stuff that I see, maybe some of it might be movies and media, but
Breaker 19.
It seems like a very scrappy group of people, and you see a lot of people sort of piecing stuff together, and A lot of home engineering.
Oh yeah,
which is what I love, and there's a lot of really
and
intelligent people.
I know, and they're reaching out worldwide, so it'll be fun to experience that.
I love seeing the stuff that people come up with.
How they rig it together, MacGyver it, and then it works.
I'm sure if you got the money, you can buy the right equipment. But
they're very creative. With
I've seen a lot of
things
people
together.
get really creative.
Oh
with making stuff work.
Absolutely.
Very cool. And of course, I think they're going to have some stuff to learn all the rules and learn some of the basics about all the different frequencies and all that. Maybe I should go. I could learn some stuff.
Hey,
I know every time I go down there and they're doing stuff, it's always an educational experience.
Absolutely.
So, thank you for that. Yeah,
I remembered that.
Yeah, I had that poster in the other room, and I was going to go do it. But yeah, and again, back to the sports team. So what we're going to be doing to start off with is we'll be starting with away games. So people that
for your live broadcast for the future
for sports for sports ball games.
Sports ball game.
Sorry, everybody. I know that bothers a lot of people. But yeah.
Well, that's fun. So Jim Caruso kind of approached you with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're looking to put together a field team. Some people to do some commentation from the field and some people to bring stats so the announcers can have instant stats at the snap of a finger.
There you go.
For some of the players. And
does anybody get dump water on the back of when they win? Do you do that?
Oh, I hope so.
Ice water? Oh, man.
I hope so.
I could do that.
We would do that. I remember in high school we would. It was only for playoff games, or special games.
I know, but
games.
it's kind of fun.
Games against your crosstown rivals.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Those are always good ones. We didn't win a lot of those ones when I was in high school, but whatever. We won a couple.
That's right.
All right. So we are getting close to the end of the break. I don't see our guests in here just quite yet.
But we can go on a break.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take our break. We might throw in an extra news story here and take a little longer break than we normally do. But you're listening to KCHW 102.7. Your Northern Lights Public Radio. This is your morning show. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. We're going to be back after the break.
We'll be back.
With our very special
to
guest
be continued.
From the Courtside Brewery.
Harry River Bottoms quote. Okay.
Looking forward to it.
All right.
Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. I got to find where my mouse is here. There we go.
The Public News Service DOA newscast, January 22nd, 2026.
False alarm.
Broadcasting from beautiful Chewelah, Washington. This is Northern Lights Public Radio, KCHW 102.7.
The Public News Service DOA newscast, January 22nd, 2026. I'm Mike Clifford. President Trump said Wednesday that he'd reached a framework of a deal with NATO over Greenland's future, hours after alliance officials separately discussed the possibility of the U.S. obtaining sovereignty over land from military bases. That's according to 3 senior officials familiar with the talks. That for the New York Times. They report that Trump's announcement was among a series of moves on Wednesday that appeared to draw the United States back from the possibility of military and economic conflict with his allies over Greenland, which is an autonomous territory of Denmark. Meantime, Virginia Democrats are considering several anti-gun violence proposals this state session, including a ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. One bill would mean any person who sells, imports, or manufactures, purchases, or transfers an assault weapon manufactured after July 1st would be charged with a Class 1 misdemeanor.
The same goes for magazines that hold, or could be modified to hold, more than 10 rounds of ammunition. Delegate Dan Helmer reintroduced the bill following 2 previous vetoes from former Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin in 2024 and 2025. Helmer, an Army veteran, says the bill targets weapons and magazines commonly used in mass shootings.
Since 2020, I've been working working to ban weapons like those I carried in Iraq and Afghanistan, from being trafficked in Virginia to keep high-capacity magazines off of our streets. These are the weapons that are most often used in the most extreme mass shootings.
Youngkin, who has vetoed a number of pieces of gun regulation legislation, argued such laws violated the constitutional rights of Virginians to keep and bear arms. This story was produced with original reporting from Josh Israel for the Virginia Independent. I'm Simone Perez.
And Florida's legislature is considering several immigration-related bills this session, while Republican-backed measures to expand enforcement are expected to dominate the agenda. Given the Republican majority, Democratic lawmakers have filed bills aimed at increasing transparency and mitigating community impact.
Renee Gomez with the Farm Worker Association of Florida says current enforcement actions are creating widespread fear and economic harm.
Already seen cases in Florida to where people are pulling people over, harassing people pretending to be ICE agents when they're not. This creates a public safety threat. So we would just like it for the community to feel safe, as well for law enforcement officers to be able to still have that trust in the community that we see that's just breaking down.
Senate Bill 316, known as the Visible Act, would require law enforcement officers to clearly identify themselves during public operations. Supporters of the bill cite cases of intimidation and impersonation across the country as evidence of the need for the measure. That includes one situation in Bay County where a woman posing as an ICE agent lured another woman under false pretenses. I'm Tremel Gomes.
This is Public News Service. Athletes, fans, and workers coming to Texas this summer for the World Cup will not be impacted by new visa restrictions. That's according to the State Department, which stopped processing immigrant visas for residents from 75 countries this week.
Some of those countries are Russia, Ethiopia, Brazil, and Thailand. Immigration attorney Ellen Weintraut says the ban impacts people applying for green cards.
These are not tourist visa applications or any other non-immigrant visas. It also does not seem to apply to people who are here in the United States applying for a green card with United States Citizenship and Immigration Services.
She adds limited information has been released about the change, and it's not known how long the suspensions will be in place or if additional countries will be added. 7 World Cup matches are planned for NRG Stadium in Houston, and 9 matches, including knockout games, will be played at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. I'm Frida Ross reporting.
And the federal agency responsible for providing natural disaster assistance to states will likely see its workforce slashed by thousands of jobs, according to new leaks from federal workers.
Advocates say Appalachian communities in Kentucky already facing longer wait times for FEMA reimbursement application processing would be negatively impacted by the cuts. FEMA workers are typically the first to provide boots-on-the-ground help to remote areas, including to provide essentials such as food, clothing, lodging assistance, and baby formula, says Dana Kuhnlein with Reimagine Appalachia.
A lot of the folks that they're looking to lay off from FEMA are the people who help facilitate disaster recovery and emergency preparedness. It's pretty concerning.
In 2025 alone, the state dealt with multiple major flooding events that triggered FEMA disaster declarations, along with a deadly tornado, landslides, and mudslides. This is Nadia Ramlagan for Kentucky News Connection.
Finally, Colorado's ever-increasing wildfire risk is making home insurance difficult to get or overly expensive, especially for homes built in or near forests and other natural areas.
Colorado Insurance Commissioner Mike Conway hopes a law passed last year will help lower costs. House Bill 251182 requires insurance companies to be transparent about how their models create wildfire risk scores used to set premiums or to decline coverage altogether. The new law also requires insurers to offer savings options based on homeowners' fire mitigation efforts.
The problem was that we couldn't at the same time assure homeowners that the mitigation work that they were doing, whether it was at the individual property level or if it was in the community at large, was actually being accounted for in those models.
This story was produced with original reporting from Ben Cathy for the Daily Yonder. I'm Eric Galatis.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
For the Daily Yonder and Public News Service, this is the news from rural America. Minnesota's rural physicians are aging, with a third of them likely to retire in the next 5 years. That's led the University of Minnesota Medical School to try something different. Instead of asking rural students to travel to an urban area for training, they've brought the medical school to the countryside. Dean Chris Fallert says their new mid-state campus lets rural students learn to be doctors in the kind of community where they could end up practicing.
Our campus is centered in St. Cloud, Minnesota, which is around 60,000 or so.
Fallert says the wave of retirements will magnify an existing physician shortage and erode access to care.
This is the time to be able to invest in systems and in people that are motivated to serve rural communities.
The campus serves 24 students and is growing. In neighboring Wisconsin, a grassroots effort is reimagining intergenerational health care. Folks in Walworth County are working on the nursery to nursing home plan to turn a vacant wing of a nursing home into a combined childcare and senior living space. Sherry Stenig with Generations United says knocking down barriers that are unintentionally put up between younger and older people creates a wealth of benefits.
In terms of educational outcomes, well-being, physical, mental health.
Nearly 2,700 kids in the county don't have stable child care. Maddie Sweetman with the Groundswell Collective says the proposal tries to address that and a lack of senior services.
There's this loneliness in living in a rural community with an aging population that has harsh winters. What a beautiful way to sort of bring these two vulnerable communities together.
On Montana's Northern Cheyenne Reservation, a buffalo restoration program is tapping solar power to grow operations and to feed the hungry. Elana Newman paid a visit.
Buffalo are the keystone species of the Northern Plains and important in Northern Cheyenne history. But today, the tribe suffers from food insecurity. Brandon Small runs the reservation's buffalo program and donates meat to tribal members.
And there's a lot of people on the reservation that never ate buffalo before. A lot of them right now that don't even get an actual meal besides a microwave meal. I want to try to change that.
For more capacity to process buffalo meat and to grow the herd, a solar array was installed by Indigenized Energy, a nonprofit focused on energy independence. Founder Cody Two Bears helps tribes develop long-term strategies for renewable power.
They're buffalo in the middle of nowhere. There's no transmission lines that go out there, and it would cost them millions of dollars to get electrical lines out there, so we did an off-grid project.
I'm Elana Newman.
For the Daily Yonder and Public News Service, I'm Roz Brown. For more rural stories, visit dailyyonder.com.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW, Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
It's 8:17.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
and by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at CheWelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at CheWelahFlooring@gmail.com.
Programming brought to you by Ryan Moore, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Deer Park, Washington. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Edward Jones is a firm that helps individuals and business owners achieve their financial goals. More information is available at edwardjones.com or by calling 509-276-2974. Edward Jones, member SIPC, with locations in Deer Park and Chewelah.
This is KCHW 102.7.
So they know the balls are okay, and they're just like, they refuse to go out. My dog hasn't gone out without a ball. Yeah, so.
Gotta have a ball.
That is our... You were 2 days ago, they couldn't hold you anymore.
People love dogs here. So.
I gotta stop that. I gotta stop the music. Where's my mic?
You bring your dog to the brewery? You bring your dog to the brewery?
Unfortunately, we don't have
Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show. It is still Thursday.
It is,
Thursday,
22nd.
January 22nd. We are back again here with myself, Chuck Ritchie, my lovely co-host, Gina Greenwood.
Yes.
And we have our very, very special guest today here. We have, and I know it's
Elana.
Elana, thank you.
That's
I'm so
it.
sorry. My brain is just going nuts.
And
so
Nick?
What's that?
And Nick?
Yeah, Elana and Nick. Sorry,
Yep.
my brain is just...
See, I'm the lovely assistant. I come in handy for some reason.
I just realized as the music was going that my mic has been on the whole time, so our whole conversation we were having is going out over the air. So it got me a little flustered. I had to remember to push the buttons right. So, Nick and Elana, thank you guys so much for coming in today. You guys are the new owners of the Quartzette Brewery. That is exciting. That has become over the last 10 years, and it's a 10-year anniversary happening this week.
Yeah.
And you guys are that brewery has become just an absolute staple in our community over the last decade.
Definitely.
It's really, there's been some amazing events going on there, and you guys have the honor of continuing the tradition.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome. Let's go ahead and introduce yourself. I know we know your names, but go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little more about yourself, and we'll ask you some questions. So Elana,
Yeah.
Was born in Chihuahua.
So you guys are a couple then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you like each other. That's
16
good.
years, 17 years.
Si-
Yeah.
Ooh.
Aw.
Love.
Nice. So yeah, you said he was saying that you're from the area.
I am. Yep. I was born in Chihuahua, so my parents lived here for 10 years, and then I left when I was pretty young. I mean, we moved, my folks were civilians in the military, so we moved to Germany and then moved back to North Spokane. But I grew up all around, my parents' best friends around here. You know, I grew up on the 49 Degrees North ski team when I was a kid.
Nice, that's
yes,
awesome.
we went to all the Chautauquas. I
Mhm.
mean, I spent a lot of time in this area. It's always just been kind of deeply home.
It's so beautiful here.
So did you move away and then come back?
Yeah, so we moved when I was a kid. I mostly grew up in North Spokane, and then after high school, spent a lot of times in small towns. That's pretty much where I've lived since I was 18. Nick and I have been together for much of that time. For the last 12 years, we've been in Okanagan County, and then just moved back to Addie a couple years ago.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
And decided to buy a brewery.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
incredible. So Nick, let's do the same thing with you. So you are from the area, correct?
North Spokane is where I was born and raised.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, say that again. I forgot to turn your microphone up.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sounds good. I was born and raised in North Spokane, and that is where I spent most of my childhood. We would come up to Chihuahua quite often, too, just not being far away, and always go up to the mountain. We had Rhonda Schlock as my science teacher, which was, a good connection to Chihuahua.
Oh, definitely.
And also, just after high school, kind of traveled around a lot of small towns in Alaska, Montana, North Central Washington, and just kind of finding our way back slowly here.
Nice. So how did you guys meet?
We went to high school together.
We started dating in high school, actually.
Yeah.
We were dating since we were 15.
Yes.
Yeah. We had an 8-year break there, but we started dating when we were 15. So we lived like a mile and a half from each other. Our parents still live a mile and a half from each other.
Wow. So
Sweet.
just tell me to shut up if I ask too many personal questions.
Oh, no.
But so
These are the easy ones.
So I'm fascinated by the high school. So you guys were high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
And was your break immediately after high school, or was it?
Yes.
So I'm fascinated that there's a stat that I read a whole story about this. People who were high school sweethearts that separate during high school, they go to college or whatever, and then meet again in adulthood. Generally, they have one of the highest success rates of any couple. Yeah, and it's incredible. You see the charts, and there were charts, there were statistics, and it's just like a completely different level of people who again were the high school sweethearts. They sort of matured away from each other and then came back to each other.
Get to know each other when
Kind of a little more choice
young.
in there.
Yeah. So I've always been fascinated by that. Every time I hear about somebody that were high school sweethearts, I want to know.
Oh, that's great.
I think that makes so much sense.
Right?
Right. I mean, just the there's some cultural connection or like cultural root that Nick and I share of like calling this part of the state home. And I mean, we can play so well together, ping pong, pickleball, whatever. I mean, we compete with each other on everything, which has a little bit of a high school root to it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's great.
I think it has something to do with, being able to mature and discover yourselves apart from each other and then still have that connection. I think
definitely.
That makes
It's getting out of your comfort zone, learning, what else is out in the world.
Yeah.
Being able to make those choices.
And you guys are learning from Patrick and Jake for this brewery. You learning some new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so awesome.
Yeah.
However, the statistic for people that don't separate, that stay together is
oh gosh, forget about that.
No kidding. That also makes so much sense. Wow.
Throw that in there.
That's a good prognosis for us, though. I feel good about that.
Seems like a high school course.
I can see. I see the eyes you two are giving each other. I see it. It's filling up the room. I love it.
Yeah.
So you guys moved back to Addie, right? Or you moved to Addie, you moved back to the area.
Yeah.
Were you immediately like, hey, let's move to Addie and Pioneer Brewery? Or what
not at all.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get closer to home, closer to family, and still live in a place that had space and darkness and wild animals, and just a place to, kind of relax. And it took a while for us to kind of figure out what the next thing was going to be for it. I mean, for me at least, Elana's had her job that she was able to travel with. And I finished, I sold a business a handful of years ago, a window and door dealership. And so it's been a few years, and I was just trying to look for the next thing. And we started looking at a couple buildings. We were like, oh, maybe we can start a brewery in one of these. And but knowing that there was one here, we didn't want to have another brewery. Like small towns can't have two breweries. And so we just kind of were searching, and the way things work out in this world sometimes is you just start talking to people, and sometimes things work out pretty naturally. And that's kind of how it did. Elana sent an email and was, I'll let you kind of tell that story. It was pretty...
Yeah. How'd you do it?
I want to hear the story about it.
We want to hear Elana.
I don't think anybody knew the brewery was for sale.
Yeah. If you're driving into Chewelah and you see those big, bright red letters on brewery, on the brewery, there's something sort of magical.
The letters are
about
awesome.
it.
The way they float up above the. They're like silhouetted.
Yeah. And
it's a great space
for us. Spending so much time out in Eastern Washington, we know that a lot of small towns, like, times have gotten harder for a lot of people out here.
Oh, yeah.
And the more that we can show up and contribute in whatever way makes sense, like, that's how small towns make it. Your public programs, your small businesses. I mean, we all got to pitch in the way that we can.
Local radio.
Local radio. Amen. So when we're thinking about where we're going to start this brewery, what it was going to look like. I mean, like Nick said, not only did we not think more than one brewery could make it in a small town, we also would never want to compete in a small town. I mean, that's what it is. We're an ecosystem. So our work is to get to know a place, really get to know a people, and then step towards the opportunity that fits what the community needs, but also like keeps helping the economy be as strong as it can be. So I don't know, honestly, I just Googled the email address for the brewery one day, and I said, hey, this is just a shot in the dark, but Nick, I mean, he's not talking about, but he's a great brewer. I mean, he makes really good beer, and would you all ever be interested in selling? If not, we're thinking about going up towards the Colville area, and we'd just love to connect with you. And it turned out that Patrick and Jake were pretty open at like the 10-year mark to just having the right people show up and make the right ask.
Synchronicity.
Yes.
No mistakes.
Man, and the more we got to talk to Patrick and Jake, it just transformed the bar of what it meant to work with somebody with so much transparency and honesty and trust. And the more we talked with them, it was like everything just fit. There was harmony to it.
That's fantastic.
They're genuinely really
good souls.
People.
Such good
definitely.
people. Yeah.
We've been lucky to have them, and excited to have you guys here. So it just kind of happened. So were you guys waiting for a while, sort of in the wings, waiting for him to make the decision, or was it just sort of happen sort of spontaneously pretty quickly?
Both. It happened really quickly.
Yeah.
I think for all of us, the way we started talking about it and kind of just having a time frame of the beginning of the year too, just to make things easier for everybody. But it was a back and forth of conversations, and I think just each of us getting to know each other better. And I think that just kept lending itself to moving forward more.
Yeah.
And then we're like, it's happening. And now it's got to happen quickly too, because January 1st came around pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as much as it is sad to lose them at the brewery. It's exciting to get some fresh people in there and know that
your sense of community is very much appreciated.
Yeah, you guys are saying all the right things.
That's what happens. That's what we need to do. Keep everything as local as possible.
Yeah.
And all the beautiful events. Nick was saying you're going to continue with the art lectures, which is amazing, and then all kinds of different. They have the Chihuahua Arts Guild does a fundraiser also and sets up beautiful art for like a silent auction. It's all been great. And Lola's still going to be.
Yeah, Celeste and Lola's is still there.
Lola's still going to. I know that.
I got to say, we did trivia last week, and I had the beet salad.
Yes.
And, I made my own beet salad last night. I'm obsessed with beets. It's
Okay.
It's a weird thing. Since I was a kid, I just loved them. One of my mom's favorite things. She passed her love of beets along to me.
There you go.
Just incredible. But I love, and I'm excited to continue on the tradition now that's become that being such a pivotal meeting space, a public space for events. Even I know it's a brewery, but you see a lot of kids in there.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Yeah, one of my favorites, meeting all the dogs.
The doggies.
Yeah, we're going to start highlighting some dogs, I think. There's just so many great characters that come through there.
And the open, I love, in the summertime, people love sitting out in the patio, and the doors can roll up, and you can see courtside, and, it's quite lovely.
Yeah.
It really is such a great space, though. I mean, that's such
a great space.
Highlight of what Jake and Patrick made was that space.
The aesthetics of it. I know.
That's, the brewery's part of it, but the space is where it's at, and it's having that community come together in this area. I was friends with someone who had this model when he was starting a brewery in Missoula, this Imagination Station or something. I think that's what it was called. And his whole concept was, I just want to create a community space where people can get together and share ideas. We're going to have a brewery be a part of it because that's, how people will hang out and have a beer. But the whole concept of his business was community gathering. Yeah.
No,
that's awesome.
No, let's get into the beer itself.
Sounds good.
No, maybe not quite this early, but that's up to you. But do you guys know? Are you guys going to be continuing the same recipes and having the same menu? I know they always have rotational flavors, but they also kind of have their core flavors.
Yeah, definitely. Good question. Yeah, we're definitely going to keep the same recipes. They're sharing all of them with us, which is great, and continuing them. There's definitely a core group of beers that people love and are going to have to stay there. There's a whole nother half of the menu which will be more fun to kind of play around with, which they did a really good job with too, always having kind of these one-off beers and stuff that's different for people to try. And so it's always nice to have your standards because people can be comfortable with what they know. And Chuck can get a stout that way. And then having, 5 other beers on the other side.
How did you know that about me?
Oh, you're a Chuck stout drinker too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so there's 2 of you now.
Oh, there's a different Chuck.
Yeah. He's always in the corner with the little bullet in the glassware. Yeah.
So I was gonna.
That's funny.
Then you'll be able to do some brewing yourself, since
definitely
Elana said you love it, so you'll be able to cook up your own special sauce.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite that you like to brew?
I come from kind of an American ale background, and so what that means is more of the blondes, the browns, the porters, Pilsners, the stouts, pales, IPAs, all kind of in that world. And what's fun for me is taking those and then just having a little twist on them. For example, like stouts, when you can kind of add some bourbon or coffee, or porters or browns are they're in this like light drinking world, but it has like the color and the flavor profile that is a little more fun for some people. Just playing around in that world.
My absolute favorite is like a nice nutty brown, one that goes down like chocolate milk, and it's sweet is not the right term, but it doesn't it has enough, I guess, undertones of sweetness to sort of cut through the hoppiness and the bitterness.
Yes.
Yeah, something that's just nice, smooth.
You'd be good to like label the back of a beer for the flavor profile. You probably have some good adjectives for flavor.
Yeah. And I've had I love a good whiskey barrel brown or whiskey barrel porter or something.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I love it.
Gina, what about you? Are you a beer drinker? What do you like to sip on?
I like to dance a lot.
All right.
And I tend towards it like more of an IPA, but for a long time I did dark, and then I just switched it over to a little bit more hoppy.
I'm definitely an IPA
I always
drinker
say
also.
the goddess instead of the goddess speak.
The goddess
Give me a
speak.
goddess.
Yes.
I can get a goddess IPA for you.
I got to say, I'm not a big drinker, but when I do drink, I am more of a bourbon guy. But I do occasionally, like I said, I like a good stout or a nice, a nice.
So do they do
nice bread beer?
Do you guys do
bread?
Yes.
Do people do like ice cream
beets.
and they pour the dark porters on top like
There's a tool at the brewery, and they do use it at specific times for doing the color variation of different beers for sure. Yeah, I was noticing in Jake and Patrick's past post, they had some, for example, St. Patrick's Day special beer, and they'd pour this green over and get the color variation, layered it. Yeah,
But I think she's talking about an actual ice cream sundae with a nice creamy dark stout on top.
Ooh, okay.
I'm with you.
It's like an
You could
A&W.
get the ice cream from our local creamery, Columbia Creamery, because they have ice cream.
Eggnog, slayed us
just
this
for
year.
fun.
Oh, so good.
Have a little.
That was a trend for a while. I think in like the early 2000s, that there was a trend of like making floats again with like a nice a porter or a nice brown or something.
I like that.
Put a scoop of ice cream in it.
Yeah, it seems like a good partnership with Lola's there.
That's right, and the creamery, I love it.
And the creamery actually makes a cinnamon KCHW ice cream.
Oh no kidding!
Well, I was talking with them once, and it's impossible to. You can never go to the store and find a cinnamon ice cream. You can find stuff that has chunks of churro or whatever, but you just can't find a plain cinnamon ice cream. So they made a cinnamon ice cream for us.
Because you love cinnamon ice cream.
I love
from
can't say I've ever tried it.
Oh yeah, well, one of my favorite things in the world, one of my favorite desserts is a spicy brownie. You put like some chilies in a brownie, so it's got a little bit of a kick to it. Maybe some cinnamon with a little scoop of cinnamon ice cream to sort of cut the heat from those like cayenne peppers or whatever you want to put in it.
Oh yeah,
now I'm hungry. No one wants some ice cream.
Give him some beets.
Right? That's not really hungry when you want something sweet, right? No, but yeah, I've had some really good desserts even made, or beers that pair with desserts. Or, yeah, it's possible. There's a lot that can be done with beer that I think people don't think about.
Oh, so I have a question for you. I was doing a little research, and there was some kind of beer economist that was thinking, based on his research, what the 2026 flavor profile of beer is going to be, the popular flavor profile of the year is going to be. Do either of you have any ideas what it might be?
I remember this. Yeah, bitter.
Sorry.
He based it off of sunflower seeds and where a lot of corporate food places are going with flavor profiles. He's thinking the next beer flavor that's going to be popular is dill.
Dill.
I can't put that together.
Yeah, I mean, I can see a little. I mean, it's not terribly far away from a lime flavor.
Dill, yeah.
I think I've had some stuff brewed with like hints of like basil and thyme and stuff. I can see that.
Yeah.
So you guys are having a celebration, right? Are you having a celebration for your weekend this weekend?
Yes, we
Tell us
are.
about that.
Elana has been making some great posts. You should talk about these events.
I think it's no small triumph for a small town brewery to be coming in at 10 years. And when Patrick and Jake, when we first started this transition in August, September, they're like, the one thing that we've got on our radar is that 10-year anniversary. So it's both, I think, this opportunity, in the middle of, this gray winter to come out and see your neighbors and see your people, but also an opportunity to just give some love to Patrick and Jake for everything that they created out here.
Yes, so great. Yeah. So what's happening? What's your 10-year celebration going to be like?
Tonight is bingo.
Okay.
With Elise, yeah, we're learning so much. But one of the things we learned is that if you So it's $10 a card.
Shout out to my neighbor Elise.
Yes. And if you get a blackout, you get half the pot, which is that's serious.
Oh, yeah.
That's serious. Yeah, and there'll be prizes. And then tomorrow night we'll have a 10-year anniversary glass that Jake and Patrick helped steward that forward. And a beer special, I think it's $10. You can get a glass and a beer with it. And we're going to tap a 4-year aged elderberry sour. I know. Jake is really excited about that, too.
Elderberry, yum.
Blackcurrant.
Blackcurrant? I thought it was elderberry.
I think it's blackcurrant.
Wow, I gotta
Either
fix
way.
that.
Yeah,
Gotta fix
it's
that.
4
either
years
way.
old.
Yeah.
It's going to be
4 years.
tasty.
Wow.
Do you even know what the flavor profile of that is?
No,
Have you tasted
it was a wonderful discovery. We were kind of going through the brewery. I was going through with Jake, and we were looking at all the kegs in the walk-in. And I was like, "What's this one back here?" He's like, "What is that?" And pull it out. He's like, "Oh yeah, forgot about that one."
Yeah.
And
Magic.
There's one that they made back in 2022, and they kept it, and it just happened to show itself again at the right
that's
time.
magic.
And one of their favorite beers.
But so not.
That's awesome.
I mean, based
So
on
that'll
what
be-
it probably tasted like 4 years ago, it's gonna be
So
drastically
this is on
different.
Saturday. You'll have this available for
Friday. We're gonna tap
Friday.
it.
You're gonna
Yeah.
tap it.
You know, it's like Thanksgiving at dinner. There's 3 things you don't talk about. You know, politics, religion, and fruit beers. What is your take on fruity beers? That sounds bad when I say that because I've had some that are excellent.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think they can be good and they can be bad, and
I think it's finding that balance.
It is for sure. You want it to if you want it to think that you're still drinking a beer.
Yeah,
I think that's the line. You know, at some point, some might be like a sparkling lemonade.
Right.
That's not what I'm ordering.
And shout out to one of my hometown breweries back in Anchorage, the Moose's Tooth Brewery. They made
good one.
a raspberry. You know the Moose's Tooth?
I do.
Yeah.
Moose's Tooth?
That's where the
Classic.
chocolate cinnamon brownie came from. Was the Beartooth Theater Pub?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they make a raspberry wheat that is just you take a sip of it and you just want to melt away. It is rich
sounds nice.
and luscious, and it has that deep raspberry flavor. But it mixes so well with that wheat beer, and it's just luscious and rich, and it doesn't have any of that like highs. You know, it doesn't have those sweet notes. It's not bitter. It's just this. Just the balance is perfect.
It's nice to have a memorable beer like
Oh,
that.
yeah. And when you get that note, when you get that right, and you just hit all those right combos, and the flavors just work together, it's something beautiful.
Yeah.
Lots of people want to ask us what our vision is for the brewery. Like, what do we want from the brewery? And I think the foundation of it is just great beer.
Absolutely.
And the more we talk to local people about what they like, what they're curious about, what beer they never forget, from the places that they've traveled, I think that's what we keep bringing onto our beer portfolio. And the more that beer just becomes something special, the more it works out for Chihuahua too. Hopefully in the next year or so, we can set up a real canning system so that beer can start moving around. And, there's no reason this just can't be one more thing that puts Chihuahua on the map, really
Exactly.
not just for the beer, but because it's a place that people love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And there's something about I like I said I love a good beer occasionally. I love a good whiskey, but it's about moderation. And I think with a really good beer, you can sit there and you can savor that beer and enjoy it. You don't have to drink 20 cans of that fizzy yellow stuff. And it fills your gut. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy. And
So what are your hours going to be? What days and hours? Just curious.
Yeah. Right now we're keeping to what historically has been the hours: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 11:30 to 8.
Okay. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
With special days to be open for 3-day weekends, or if we start getting the snow here shortly, well, Sundays would be a good day to be open for some skiers coming through town.
And then you'll do like you said, the art lectures on the Wednesday.
Exactly.
They're so fun.
Pechacucha, that event.
Pechacucha.
Yeah,
I always say it backward, but
that reminds me, I signed up to do the next Pechacucha.
You did?
Yeah.
All right.
You are signed up to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
awesome. Yeah, I was just talking with Leslie about that. We got those 2 days on the calendar.
That's fantastic.
But I think it's just like Elana was saying, we're going to listen and learn, and eventually, part of growth is probably being open a little more, but just choosing the right
and
times
you guys
to
have
do
kids. I saw your guys' picture in the paper.
We do. We have
Do
2
have
kids.
kids.
Yes. What are their ages and their names?
Dovey is 11 and Arlo is 7. So yes, we have
Okay.
busy
Busy
outside.
household.
Yeah, busy household right now.
You're gonna raise them up, teaching them how to brew beer.
I think they'll probably learn it just by being around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think it's.
But wait until they're 21, of course, before they can sample their product.
Exactly. Yeah, they'll learn how to clean really well by the by the time they're in college.
Yeah, they're already figuring out their flow when they're at the brewery. Like, how do they spend their time? Arlo is a 7-year-old, is learning how to play chess. I mean, he's both like pretty good at it and cheats a lot. But he brought the chessboard with him the last couple of times. We'll just kind of walk around to different tables, ask people to play with him.
That's great.
Which is great. Yeah. I don't know. There'll be brewery babies. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Nick, we talked a little bit about your brewing past. Do you have any history with beer, Elana? Or
honestly, when our kids were little, when Dovey was born, Nick was brewing at Old Schoolhouse Brewery. So we spent a lot of time there, and I've been in the back a lot and helped out here and there. Gosh, how many years have I waited tables for? I feel like no matter what I do in my career, I'm still most qualified as a waitress. But in my daily life, I run a nonprofit organization that works all over Chelan, Douglas, Okanagan County. And we do community organizing to help really build economic and financial stability in rural areas.
Excellent.
So a lot of what brought us towards this, not just this brewery work, but how we orient and how we engage in this business or any small business is really thinking about what it takes to support living wage jobs, to keep, extending the way that our small towns can lean on the resources that we've got so that our kids have a future here. So that story is kind of deep in my bones, and I do a lot of advocacy and legislative work. So it's fun to be able to connect those two things and keep turning our representatives towards how do you make a small business get what it needs. And
exactly.
It should be fun work.
Well, and I think we do a lot because I'm the president of the Creative District. My wife does rural economic development work.
Nice.
And it's important for these areas to support more than just the slogan of support your local business.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of these, it's about the network of the small businesses, the mom and pop shops, and really what we call the creative economic model. And a lot of people think, oh, that's artists and stuff. It's a lot more than that. It's about what you guys do is art. It's creative, and it's about having these pockets of industries and pockets of businesses that can one business can leave, one business can come. And you don't have that, the company store that the whole town relies on because it's just, it destroys towns like this left and right for generations across the country.
Yeah.
Relying on having an area like this, relying on a single employer.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting up on a soapbox, but
no, that's right. Your lumber industry falls away. Orchardists, when all the land is in the hands of one person, it does not make for a strong economic model.
No, it's so important to have those fallbacks and have different pockets of different things. Which I was actually going to invite you. Make sure you guys come 27th next week. We talked about it a little bit earlier. We're having
this is good.
I'm gonna get back to the calendar so I actually see what it is. So I say the right.
It's the
words.
Tuesday.
It's the Wedding and Events Alliance conversation.
Speaking about that.
So people that do catering, people that offer services like brewing, people that are you guys going to sell kegs?
We can distribute kegs. We currently distribute to Sporties and the golf course, and working with 49 right now, but
very cool.
Open to more.
So we hope to see you guys there.
Yeah.
But it's great to see that, and the another great business mind running a business here in town. I love it.
Yeah,
it's excellent.
Yeah, I do. We're excited. I think, gosh, as you're an adult, like there's so many big decisions to make, and sometimes the right decision feels really hard. But this one was one of the few decisions we get as adults that just felt so easy and right at the same time. Yeah, which is such a gift. I often find myself saying, too, with what Patrick and Jake have created and what the community's created in the last 10 years, our first and foremost objective is to just protect it, like care for it and tend to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think you've got a community that really loves that place, and I think I've talked to a lot of people about it since the announcement was made, and everybody's like, "Oh, that we're gonna miss Patrick and Jake being there, but we're really excited to meet the new owners. We really want to support them and really hope they do great." I'm excited to see what the future holds for the brewery, and excited to see what you guys are gonna do with the place.
Yeah, thank you.
And it's such a valuable asset to the community. So Again, more than just a place that makes beer. It's really a cultural hub
gathering
of the
spot.
community.
Yeah.
And I bet you'll probably see Patrick and Jake more because they'll be in the front of the house now. So, come on down and talk to them now. They won't be in the back making beer.
Yeah.
Right? Like, don't talk to me, I'm busy.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, they never were like that anyway. So.
Yeah.
But that's great. It's the harmony that you guys spoke of, again, synchronistic of how you just mesh together with those guys and how it's all coming together. Mm-hmm. Here it is, and here you are.
Yeah.
Watch out.
I've been so welcomed. I mean, just every time we come in, I just try to walk up to tables, introduce myself, and Nick introduces himself, and people come introduce themselves to us. I mean, the community's been just nothing but kind and encouraging.
We have a
and
beautiful
curious.
town.
Oh yeah.
People are awesome here.
Yeah, you're
We're
gonna
blessed.
get to know everybody.
We're blessed.
Yeah.
That's good.
This is I always say this isn't really a town or a city. We're more of a village.
Mm-hmm.
And you grew up here, so
Yeah, I
so,
love that frame. Yes.
So you actually did grow up in Chewelah.
Yeah, I grew up on Farm to Market Road.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So you went to Jenkins?
No. Sorry, I
you
should
did?
say that I left when I was in preschool. So I didn't go to the public schools out here. My parents lived here for, I think they were here for 10, 12 years. So we left when I was 5, 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I left the Tri-Cities when I was 10. We moved to Alaska, and people ask where I'm from, and I said, I'm from Eastern Washington.
Yeah.
509.
Yeah.
Right? Yep.
Yeah.
Well, unless it suits me, then I say I'm from Alaska.
Yeah.
But you get some oohs and ahs and
Totally.
Yeah,
that's
can
great.
play it.
Not really deserved, but yeah. So yeah, again, very excited to have you guys here. You guys, and I know we talked a little bit about you want to sort of follow along with the routine and keep things because it's obviously probably a huge learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
But do you have any plans that you're willing to share for the future? Anything that you want to do?
I don't know if we have anything super concrete or specific. We've definitely talked about and made short-term and long-term goals. Some of the short-term goals being, one few years is really looking to getting some type of canning or bottling.
Yeah.
Machine.
That's a good idea.
And really finding a way to get the product out to more places within the county and maybe beyond. But,
I would love to have a 6-pack of Quartzite beer in the fridge.
Yeah, I think so. And I also see a lot of bars that are starting to pop up that don't really have the ability to have more kegs and taps. And so their way of having other people's beers by actually just having the cans there, and people are like, oh, I want that IPA, the Goddess IPA. They'll open it up and that's the way that they're distributing beers in certain bars now or other places. So I think that would be a really good one. And there's so much fun that can be had with design on a can or a bottle.
Oh, yeah.
And those are just little business cards of Chewelah just going out everywhere that we're really excited about.
I do think the branding of the brewery, how do you, at Chewila's heart, right? I mean, it has this arts scene that's so strong and abundant, and I hope the brewery continues to match that too. Like every can should tell the story of the place, from the images to the words that we use. I mean, we should definitely tap you to be right in the back of our description for a stout.
The beet stout.
The beet stout.
Yeah.
I would try that.
Yeah.
A lot of people probably wouldn't be a great seller, but I would be like, oh, give me that beet stout. That would be actually really good.
Yeah.
Get those
Could
earthy
be.
tones.
Yeah.
Play on the words with the radio.
Right.
The other big opportunity in the brewery is that the property, like the lot, is actually really big. It goes almost up to the train tracks, and there's a little building there that it wraps around that side of that building, and then.
Now, is that little building? Does that go with the brewery? No. Okay.
No. So the property actually horseshoes around the building.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a little bit strange. And then the bread box.
Maybe somebody
right
will
next
sell
to
that building to you someday.
No.
Right?
No, just to put it out into the universe. And then the bread box has a little side area out there too. So I think we're both really curious what that could be.
Yeah, I love the vibe of the outdoor.
Right?
Yeah, being
It'd be
outside.
great to have it easier to bring up live music out there.
Music.
Right?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, just keep opening up for more events and people to gather and
Yeah.
have special things that not just draw in Chewelah, but everybody who lives here feel like they've got something fun that they get to look forward to out there.
Absolutely. So you guys have I want to talk about the new glasses that are out. Because in my cabinet we have every glass that the
Oh, do you really?
Oh, yeah.
Good for you.
So Some of them we made the mistake of putting them in the dishwasher. Don't put them in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
They're not dishwasher safe.
Yeah, I figured.
Luckily, those ones we bought a set of 4. But what were those ones? Those ones were the I think those were the ones based on The Shining.
Oh, that was a fun one.
Yes.
With the little grid.
Yeah,
You look like a little honeycomb.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we've got the 90s one that looks like the old Dixie cups from the 90s.
Yeah, it always reminds me of the Saved by the Bell feeling.
That's what it was.
Yeah. I love the one that's a Sasquatch, like running through the woods, but the Sasquatch is just the shape of a beer. Oh, that's great.
What is the design? Can you describe the design of this one?
Go for it.
You know, this is sort of Patrick and Jake's brainchild, but it's sort of a Y2K theme. It's got sort of a spacey look to it, as if it's floating in the middle of the Milky Way.
Ooh.
I know.
It almost has a feeling of like the folders you would bring to school in high school, and they'd have the designs on the folder.
Big bright colors.
A little bit of it feels a little bit like that too from 2000.
Yeah,
you know,
it's true. It's a bit of a throwback for sure.
Yeah. I could see that. I was more the 80s and 90s Trapper Keepers myself, but yeah. No, I got you. I'm older than I look.
No, I get it.
So the new glasses is celebrating the 10 years.
Correct.
And then you get your beer and you get your glass.
Yes, so you're gonna get a glass and a beer for $10, which is a great deal.
And it's the 10 year.
And it's a 10 year.
10-10.
Saturday night we'll have 25% off tap beer if you just bring in a 49 ski ticket and
that's
some gas.
That's cool.
I know.
That's great.
Should be fun.
Yeah.
So I got to ask too. Being in the music world, do you guys ever have any plans for live music?
Yes, that was part of our talkings as well.
Yeah.
We just don't know enough about it, and I would be great to speak with you all about how we can make that happen.
Yeah,
because we just don't really know the legalities of how that works, and but that definitely is something that we would very much want to look into.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We got friends that are fiddle players and violinists and singers, and I would just be so fun and I can't even imagine the network of musicians that's just pocketed all around Chihuahua.
There's a lot of musicians here.
I just got to experience, speaking of fiddle and violin, my girlfriend took up fiddle as an older adult, and their group, they play at a independent living, the Broadway Court, which is ironic because I have a friend that lives there. So they play once a month, and their group's called Adult Therapy. There was 18 musicians, fiddles, and they play incredibly awesome together, and then they showcase. So this gentleman that was showcased, I thought he was 97 years old until I talked to Joni, who's in the group. He's going to be 101.
No
way.
So he's been playing the fiddle for 90 years.
Wow.
And I thought, he started at 7, so in my mind, I'm like, 97. She goes, no, he's going to be 101. And he stands up, doesn't even sit, and he just gets down. It was so freaking awesome. So once a month, everybody's welcome. It's at the Broadway Court. They're amazing. Adult Therapy is their group name.
Oh, I
love
that.
18.
Wow.
I know. And then they sang this song about stay out of my biscuits and life will be gravy. I've never, I was like, what? Stay out of my biscuits and your life will be gravy. It's a great song. I have to look it up. I got chills. It was the best. I've never heard that song.
Oh, such a great bumper sticker.
Isn't that fun?
Well, and I brought up about music, and not trying to I am trying to put ideas.
Yeah, bring it.
But and it's again kind of not an original idea. It kind of goes back to Moose's Tooth in Anchorage. So they did their first tap. So once a month they would have it, or actually once a year for their anniversary at the Moose's Tooth, they would have a concert in the parking lot, and it was so at the theater pub they would do a monthly. They would have their first the release of a new flavor every month with a concert, and then once a year they'd have their big concerts over at the Moose's Tooth in the parking lot. And I saw P-Funk there. I think Snoop Dogg performed there. No. They had like A-list stars there, performing in this parking lot of a pizza place brewery in Anchorage.
That's where it's at.
And it was huge. And there would be, people from all over come and, again, like A-list bands, huge stars would come and play there. You can go on their website and see all the people that have played there. It's insane. I can't even think about it, but I would love to see something like that. Sort of build
let's do that
and do parking lot concerts at the brewery are
that's
huge.
great.
Yeah.
And you need to figure out parking because it would take up your parking spots.
Yeah.
But there's on the other
There's
side of
lots
that
of
little building, there's that big open field right
That's
there.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Is that yours or is that not yours? I don't think that's yours.
No.
It's not.
No. I don't know. Yeah, that's not. I don't know.
I got a bunch
mix
of
it
other
up.
questions for you guys that you might not want to talk about on the air. But yeah, I could keep going and going. But.
Yeah, I love that.
I also love the ritual of that. First tap of the month,
Yeah.
you do live music, or on your anniversary, you have a big concert. I do think that's another thing we're really excited about is to keep bringing in and building those rituals. And live music, we talk about so much.
Oh, absolutely. And those concerts in the parking lot, they started with a local band,
Yeah.
doing a 2-hour set in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And we have 30, 40
Got
people
lots
there.
of local
Yeah.
talent.
You know, and
lots
then
of local talent.
It just kept building and building until eventually it wasn't even them reaching out to the bands. It
Yeah.
was bands saying, "Hey, we're flying to a tour in Japan, and our plane's gonna stop in Anchorage for 4 hours. Can we come and play at your show?" It was wild. So yeah, it became, and it's actually this worldwide known phenomenon now because they just started these little tiny, and for years they were ranked the best pizza in the United States for like 10 years in a row.
Wow.
And it was all started from these little tiny concert parking lot that just grew and grew
Just
and grew.
snowballs.
Parking lot concert.
Right?
I love that.
So
Yeah.
it's inspiration.
Yeah, it's great inspiration.
Inspiration is what we love.
Life goals. So Katie, here we got some comments online. Other than someone reminding me that the mic was on during the break. Thanks, Scott. Katie says one of the funniest things I've experienced at a brewery was during a late afternoon evening sip and shop with a bunch of vendors. Oh, sorry. So I thought there was more to that, but yeah, doing like a sip and shop, like having vendors and events there, and people setting up booths, and I'm sure there's been a lot of that stuff happen in the past. I'm sure you guys are going to continue that on.
Yeah, and I think that outside space, like Elana was saying, is just ripe for ideas like that. It's just a lot of space that can be used for some kind of event that brings people together and helps everyone
Absolutely.
out. I couldn't even imagine the logistics that it would take to make it happen. But I always pictured in that space right there having a train car with the side open right there with the band playing in the train car on the railroad tracks.
Yes.
But I know a lot of people tried working with getting a hold of somebody with the railroad is not the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Oh, you mean literally a train car
Literally
on
a
the
train
tracks
car
and
on the
stops in
tracks.
front of the brewery,
Yeah.
opens its doors,
And
and
have the
inside is music. Oh my
What song do you
gosh.
start with?
Wow.
With that door opening.
Yeah, even if you could just get one song. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, then it drives away. But even just one song. Oh, that's amazing.
That would have to be like a jug band or something.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
But wouldn't it also be cool if it was just like Daft Punk, when you open it up? Yeah.
They showed up.
I'm a big Daft Punk fan.
We are also big Daft Punk fans.
Daft Punk.
Yeah. Yeah, our kids are big Daft Punk fans. We're all big Daft Punk fans.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. I think that not the one song that everybody knows, but they've got a lot of.
Yeah.
the prior.
I love it all. Awesome. Well, hey, tell you what, we are out of time. These interviews go really fast.
Awesome.
So I do want to thank you guys for coming and,
great.
and
Yeah, thank you
introducing
so much.
yourselves
It's
and,
really wonderful.
anything you want to tell the community?
Just, let's reiterate that we have a really fun party to celebrate Jake and Patrick. Tonight is Bingo with Elise. They'll be there. Tomorrow we're going to have a beer special with our 10th anniversary glass. We're going to tap a 4-year aged blackcurrant sour.
Nice.
And Saturday we're going to just continue the special for all the skiers.
We have some fun little 10-year anniversary magnets that are homemade. That the funnest. Yeah, we'll wait to debut them tonight, but they're super fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
So you get a beer for 10 and your glass.
that's right.
Okay.
Yep.
10 at 10
10.
for 10.
Yep.
10
10,
year
10,
anniversary.
10.
10, 10, 10.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Save me,
dun.
save me a glass.
Yes.
Because I'm going to be out there, but I might be out of town tomorrow. I don't know. I was supposed to go out of town with the kids, but
I can
one
put
of my
one in the
kids
back
was sick
for you.
last night.
Yeah, there
Thank
you
you. I
go.
appreciate it. All right. So, thank you guys so much for coming out. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Been
Nick
fun.
and Elana, the new owners of the brewery.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Like brewery.
Jug
Yeehaw.
song go.
Thank you guys for carrying that on. I really appreciate it. I want to thank everyone out there for listening to the KCHW Morning Show. And you can stay tuned right here tonight on KCHW from 6 to 8 p.m. for Pretty Static with Leah B. 8 to 9 p.m. is Kelton and Twist. Then from 9 to 11 is Acoustic Cafe. And you can tune in tomorrow morning on the KCHW Morning Show with myself and our very special guests, Pam and Dawn. along with my co-hosts Craig and Paula.
Nice.
So it's going to be a great show.
Excellent.
This was a great show today.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys so much for coming
Thanks
out.
again.
Thank you guys for listening.
Awesome.
This has been your KCHW Morning Show right here on KCHW 102.7, your Northern Lights Public Radio. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
KCHW Chihuahua Community Radio.
I clicked the wrong button. I do that sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Push the button.